people started blowing up my phone via text message. We have these, they're wasps. They're like some sort of black wasp, but they're actually like this really deep, beautiful blue. And they love my mint over here. And I have this really pretty butterfly, this yellow butterfly hanging out. And then I have a lot of white butterflies, and then I have this cardinal. I feel like Snow White right now. Except with bugs and birds. So, yeah, I had to go charge this real quick. Will it stay charged the whole time? I don't know. We'll see. We might have to pause it again. But so here's the thing. So because I was dealing with this, the other side of the veil, kept telling me, you need to learn boundaries. You need to learn how to put up more boundaries. And I was doing my best, right? And again, I really wasn't part of any, group socially. I am part of a couple, and now I follow, there's certain people I follow for Reiki, even though I've been taking Reiki classes. I love having Reiki done, and I follow, and there's certain witches that I follow, and there's certain psychics that I follow. I wasn't following a whole lot then, and I still don't follow a ton right now. I just follow a couple. Most everything that I have learned from the other side of the veil, right? So when I was being given specific information, when I was first learning how to communicate, when you're first learning how to communicate, you're basically just talking to them about yourself, or your immediate circle, your family and your nearby friends, right? Those are the energies that you're picking up, and that's what they're telling you about. And there's a couple reasons. I mean, first of all, originally I didn't know enough to be able to help other people the way that I can now. But also, when they tell you something, when they tell you something's going to happen, or to be mindful of this, the nice thing is that there is almost immediate proof that the information that you're getting is correct, and it's information that you can trust, right? So when I was learning how to use my pendulum, and when I was learning how to use my cards, they were giving me information that was going to happen immediately, and then information that wasn't going to happen immediately. They told me that my son was going to have a falling out with his friend, but they also told me, and I didn't know it was going to be related, but they told me that Baz was going to have to move out pretty suddenly from his home, and he was going to need $2,000 to be able to do that. And so I was able to put that money aside, so that when that happened, I was able to offer that to him. I also, part of my psychic ability is just a knowing. It's one of my clairs is just and it's I think it's simultaneously one of the easiest and one of the harder ones to cultivate, because you have to have such good discernment in order to do it. I was talking to my friend, and I was she mentioned her ex-husband, and I was like, well, you do know that he's on some pretty hard drugs, right? I think he's on coke. He's on coke, or he's on meth. And she was like, no, there's no way. And I was like, no, there is. And then within 6 months, normally the things that I get a hit on happen within 6 months. A lot of times it's a lot sooner, but it's within a 6-month time frame. And then come to find out that he was on hard drugs, but now he's trying to get clean, but also his current wife is struggling with substance abuse. So so I also have a clear knowing, right? So I was being told things with the pendulum and with the cards, and then also with my knowing. So I knew I was going to lose my job, and I was I'm going to lose my job? When am I going to lose my job? It was a whole year later when that happened, but I was able to use my gifts to kind of curtail and kind of not only was I able to walk myself through the process of the knowledge that I was going to lose my job and what steps I should take, I was able to help and walk some of my friends who I was closer to, so that they knew that they were going to lose their job, and they kind of knew when they were going to lose their job, and then so they could kind of wrap their mind around it too, right? And know that everything was going to be fine and everything was going to be okay. But there were very specific things that I was told that was going to happen within my family. So one of them was my ex-husband was in the process of breaking up with his girlfriend, and he wasn't telling me this. It was coming across on the cards, and I was like, not my circus, not my monkeys. But I did know that if that happened, then we're friends. We've been co-parenting since my youngest was like 3 or 4. Our youngest together, and he's 21 now, so for a long time. And so I was like, okay. So I knew that I would want to. So I kind of knew that was going to happen. And the reason why that's important because I needed our youngest together. My middle son was living with him at the time, and so I needed to make sure that he was mentally okay enough and emotionally okay enough to be able to support our son. I knew that my other son was going to need that money to be able to move out. Oh, this is 6 minutes. I'm going to pause.